Imagine a system where you are required by law to work at No Choice Incorporated, a factory in your neighborhood. Imagine that no matter how bad the job became or how bitterly you complained, you could only work at No Choice Incorporated. Imagine if this factory were not required to do their best to improve the quality of the working conditions. Does this sound like a strange system that would make workers miserable and be contrary to our right to freedom? But this is exactly how our educational system works, and our children are the suffering employees. Children all over America are asked to enroll into an educational system to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. But the educational system in which they enroll, in many cases, is subpar, many with deplorable conditions.
Both parents and children suffer because of the lack of choice in the area of education. Parents, being the stewards of their children, should be able to make the choice educationally that best fits their child's needs. Children are different. They learn different. They have different learning styles. Therefore, they have different educational needs.
Nearly every afternoon, distraught parents would come into Wilson's office crying and wringing their hands because the lack of funds was forcing them to withdraw their children from the Christian school Wilson ran in her hometown of Philadelphia.
Day after day, parents would come to my office, many of them delinquent in their tuition. And it had gotten to the point that some would have to pull their children. And the other recourse, the only recourse, was to put them back into a failing system. I've cried with parents, I've prayed with them, and in many cases, I have written off tuition that we could have used for the sake of retaining that child in our school.
The solution, she thought, was to run for mayor.
In 2001, I became extremely burdened and compelled to do something. I thought I would revamp the educational system in Philadelphia by becoming mayor of that city and putting quality people in place that would help me to do that.
But the idea for running for mayor was shelved when Wilson learned about Pennsylvania's Educational Improvement Tax Credit, a corporate tax credit scholarship program approved by legislators on May 7, 2001.
I decided not to run for mayor when a wonderful program was implemented in Pennsylvania called the Educational Improvement Tax Credit Program. It is a vehicle whereby corporations can collaborate and partner with educational institutions to provide choice for parents. I saw this as a vehicle that would give those parents an opportunity to make a choice for their children.
In 2002, Wilson and her husband Woodrow started an educational assistance organization to help parents in Christian schools and other private schools take advantage of this new school choice option. A board of 9 other concerned leaders supported this initiative.
One of the major benefits of being able to take advantage of Faith First Educational Assistance Program has been the ability, the privilege to be able to send our children to a school of choice, but not only just a school of choice, but a school which follows the principles and the beliefs that we have, whereby our children could be educated in a way that we would want them to be educated at an early age in their childhood.
Faith First Educational Assistance was incorporated in November of 2002 to exercise a threefold mission. First, to provide scholarships to children in Christian schools from pre-kindergarten to the 12th grade. Secondly, to engage parents in the education of their children. Thirdly, to help the local church Christian school expand enrollment.
We benefit through having a program such as Faith First, as far as sending our children to a school of our choice. We're a Christian family. The values that we teach them at home, we would like to have that same value taught in the school.
To have our children in a Christian school is important to me because I've got teachers who are teaching the same values that I'm teaching at home.
We don't want them to have to go through a lot of different things that goes on in the public schools. So we're very pleased for this program.
Faith First Educational Assistance finds and advertises existing scholarship opportunities and assists parents with the application process. We offer advice to businesses, churches, and communities on school choice issues. We educate parents on school choice issues and educational opportunities through valuable workshops, seminars, and conferences. Parents are then better equipped to participate in vital decision-making concerning their child's education. This aid is especially helpful to children in failing school districts.
Our children would be forced to go to the school in our neighborhood, and at this time, the schools in our neighborhood need a lot of work.
Public schools are not an option for our children for many reasons. That's why it is important for scholarships like Faith First to help families like us, that we would be able to give them the education that we would like to give them.
A scholarship means that I have a choice in education, and that I, being a mother of multiple children, can afford to educate all of them.
Faith First is headquartered in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with a second office in Suffolk, Virginia. Faith First is expanding across the country to provide these benefits wherever children are in need of educational freedom. Our goal is to ensure that children receive a quality education according to the parent's choice.
Faith First and other scholarship organizations, they have been a lifeline to our parents who ordinarily would not have been able to afford Christian education.
Faith First has awarded hundreds of scholarships to children all over the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And not only that, to children in Virginia as well.
Support Faith First today. You can help Faith First enhance the overall quality of education. Your support will give hundreds of parents a choice to better steward our most precious possession, our children. Just as choice has made our universities and other industries #1 in the world, choice applied to students in pre-K through 12th grades can do the same. Your contribution is tax deductible, and the bright future of thousands, hopefully millions of young boys and girls will be the return on your investment.